So, welcome to FrightFest. The screening hasn't happened yet, has it? So, are you feeling anticipation for what people are going to think?
So it's happening in an hour from now, so I am at peak anticipation. I'm still feeling it a little bit from FrightFest karaoke last night, so hence the sunglasses and the slight sheen of sweat. But yeah, I couldn't be more excited. I'm so happy to screen at FrightFest.
So tell me, where did the concept for Frankenstein's creature come from?
So it's based on a play by James Swanton, our lead, and how I came aboard is basically I made a music video for Random Acts for Channel 4, and they gave me a sort of small budget, and I realised that if I could shoot a film in a day, I could make a feature film on that budget because I had all the crew I needed. So I started to look around for plays that I could option, and James sent me his, and it's one of the best pieces of writing I've ever read. It felt to me like Roy Batty's speech at the end of Blade Runner, like he gave me that same feeling, but for 90 minutes. So yeah, I optioned it, and then, we went on to make it.
Did you have any reservations about going near Mary Shelley's Frankenstein? Because so many people have done it and done it horribly wrong.
Yeah.
So were you nervous at all going into this project?
That's such a lovely question, yeah. So yes and no, because I felt, having read the book, and I'm also a big fan of Bernie Wrightson's art that he did Inspired by Frankenstein. But I felt like no film has really captured the book properly yet. We shot it on the 200th anniversary of the book's publication, really set out to make the most faithful cinematic adaptation so far, to the extent that when people see it, it's made in the style of movies from 200 years ago. So the earliest days of cinema, we wanted to imagine what it would be like if someone had tried to make a feature film of the book when it was published, basically. So yeah, we're very faithful.
What would you say has been the biggest challenge in making the film?
Doing the 90-minute take. So James, for anyone who sees it, I really want them to know that there are no tricks here. There are no hidden edits. It's James commanding the screen for 90 minutes. So the challenge was, one word wrong, one creak of a chair, and we'd have to start again. He gets the last line of the film wrong, we have to start again from the start. So yeah, it was a lot of pressure, and that's part of the magic of it, and that's part of the atmosphere. Like, you can feel that tension in the film, that kind of frisson. So yeah, I hope that comes across.
Yeah, the pressure must have been really intense. I guess you were just sat there waiting just to go like, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong.
This is it, and also, being so focused, and we knew we were going to shoot some B-roll stuff for some of the dissolves after that first take, so also thinking about where I wanted the camera to move in the space based on, the specific things that James was doing in that take. So yeah, it was 100% the most intense 90 minutes of my life, but so worth it for the film. I'm so proud of it.
So my last question for you, as we're at Horror Film Festival, what's your favourite horror film of all time and why?
Oh my God, that's such a hard question. So I'm going to answer it but not answer it. I screened a couple for James leading up to this film, and they're films that you might not expect. So I showed him Possession, which is one of my all-time favourites from 1981. And I also showed him There Will Be Blood, which some people might not think of as a horror film, but Paul Thomas Anderson does, and it very much feels like Daniel Plainview is an ultimate movie monster. And what those films have for me is that sense of theatrical performance where it's very, very intense, but it still feels incredibly cinematic, and that's what I love, really. But I love all horror films. I can't pick a favourite. Like, it's my big passion, and yeah, I'll only ever make horror films.